was a dark and stormy night. The old mansion on the hill, known as Midnight Manor, had a reputation for being haunted. Despite the warnings, my friends and I decided to throw a daring house party there. Little did we know the horrors awaited us. As the lightning streaked across the sky, illuminating the ominous facade of Midnight Manor, I couldn't help but feel a shiver crawl down my spine. My heart pounded as I walked up the creaky steps to the front door, each step echoing through the desolate mansion. The door was heavy and groaned as it swung open, welcoming us into its eerie depths. Inside the house, the atmosphere was eerie and chilling. The air was thick with a sense of foreboding, and strange noises echoed from the dark corners. The interior of the mansion was like something from a nightmare. Cobwebs adorned the ceilings, and the faded paintings on the walls seemed to watch our every move. A gust of wind blew through the broken windows, causing the candles to flicker ominously. The atmosphere was unsettling, and I could feel an unexplainable presence lurking in the shadows. Despite the eerie surroundings, my friends and I tried to shake off our fears and started the party. The music played, laughter echoed, and we tried to convince ourselves that it was just an ordinary night. We laughed and danced, attempting to drown out the creeping fear that had settled in the pit of our stomachs. But as the night wore on, strange things began to happen. Glasses moved on their own, doors slammed shut without any breeze, and the temperature seemed to plummet. Each of us tried to brush off these bizarre occurrences, attributing them to our overactive imaginations. As the clock struck midnight, the atmosphere in the house changed drastically. The music stopped, and an eerie silence engulfed the mansion. With a sense of trepidation, we gathered in the dimly lit living room. The once warm and vibrant space now felt icy cold. A low whisper seemed to echo through the room, and I could see the fear mirrored in my friend's eyes. We decided it was time to leave, but as we made our way to the front door, it slammed shut with a deafening thud, trapping us inside. Panic set in, and we split up to find another way out. As I explored the mansion's dark hallways, I heard a blood-curdling scream that sent chills down my spine. With each step, the walls seemed to close in on me. The mansion felt like a maze, and I could hear the faint cries of my friends echoing from distant rooms. As I turned a corner, I came face to face with a shadowy figure. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity, and a sinister grin spread across its face. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my throat. I managed to find my friends, and together, we unraveled the dark history of Midnight Manor. We discovered a chilling tale of betrayal, revenge, and restless spirits. Amidst the chaos, we found an old journal that belonged to the mansion's former owner, who had dabbled in the occult. The journal spoke of a seance gone wrong, a curse that had trapped the spirits of the deceased within the walls of the mansion. The more we read, the more the pieces fell into place, and we realized that the spirits were seeking vengeance for their unjust fate. We devised a plan to break the curse and free the trapped spirits. It involved facing our deepest fears and confronting the malevolent entity that held them captive. Summoning all our courage, we decided to confront the malevolent entity head-on. We gathered in the room where the seance had taken place decades ago. The atmosphere was suffocating, and the room grew colder by the second. The entity manifested before us, taking on a horrifying form that distorted our perception of reality. In a harrowing showdown, we managed to break the curse and release the spirits. The house trembled and shook as the malevolent entity was banished. Through sheer determination, we faced our fears and overpowered the malevolent entity. The mansion groaned and protested, but finally, a blinding light burst forth, and the spirits were freed from their torment. As the house fell eerily silent, we knew that we had succeeded in breaking the curse. With the curse lifted, the mansion began to crumble around us. We raced against time to escape before Midnight Manor collapsed. As we rushed to escape the crumbling mansion, the walls seemed to close in on us. Debris rained down, and the once grand halls were reduced to rubble. In a final mad dash, we burst through the front door just as Midnight Manor collapsed behind us. As the first rays of dawn broke through the stormy clouds, we stood outside, the only remnants of the haunted mansion being the memories etched in our minds. We were battered and bruised, but we had survived the horrors of Midnight Manor. As the sun rose, we made a pact never to speak of that night again, hoping that the spirits had finally found peace. However, even as we walked away, I couldn't help but glance back at the wreckage, wondering if the malevolent entity truly had been defeated or if its dark presence still lingered in the ruins of Midnight Manor, waiting for the next unfortunate souls to dare to enter its haunted halls.